Body positivity is killing people. There you go. That's the statement right there. That is the absolute truth. And I'm not talking about these people that Blair White spoke about not too long ago.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I've got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
Which didn't last long because she died.
I'm talking about a whole range of different people, and one that lost their life just last week. Now, body positivity is very nice. It's a nice thing to say to people. It's a nice way to be polite and kind. But unfortunately, sometimes in our lives, we have to hear harsh truths. And that is the crux of my problem with the body positivity movement. It is horrible advice wrapped up in a nicety. Don't get me wrong, there are things that you can be positive about when it comes to people's bodies, things they can't change. If someone's got an arm off or a skin condition or they're balding. But if they've just got fat guts, nah. They can change that. And if they don't, it's dangerous and it'll kill them. And if you push the idea that it's very, very nice to tell people how wonderful they look and how they can eat whatever they want, regardless of what they look like, then you're putting people at danger just as much as those people are putting themselves in danger. Have you heard of the flavored air category? It's quickly becoming the leading alternative to vaping and smoking. And ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest, cold turkey, great on sandwiches, not the best way to break a bad habit. So why don't you just replace the bad in the habit? That's where Fume comes in. They look at this whole problem in a very different way. They just replace one thing. They replace the bad. So instead of being dramatic and drastic, changing your whole life, just take the bad away. And that's what Fume does. It's an innovative and award-winning piece of technology that I absolutely love. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air, and instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors. You get it? Instead of the bad, Fume is good. Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial that's designed with movable parts, so it's great for fidgeting, and it helps de-stress your fingers and gives your fingers something to do with that added anxiety when you're trying to drop that bad habit. Well, what about the flavors, Isaac? I hear you asking. Well, they're fantastic as well. Orange vanilla is absolutely fantastic and delicious. Crisp mint is absolutely fantastic and delicious. And ladies and gents, let me tell you this. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, and you could be the next success story. And for a limited time only, use my code Butterfield to get the free topper. It's the perfect accessory to your Fume device. Slip it into the mouthpiece for a softer, warmer feel. It's chewable for those who love to fidget and reusable. Head to tryfume.com, that's tryfum.com right now and use the code Butterfield or scan this delicious QR code. Oh wow. To get your free Fume topper when you ordered the Journey Pack today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to Fume for sponsoring this video. Now, back to the video. The reason I'm making this video is because of this. Warning, disturbing. A young woman in China has died during a live broadcast of an extreme eating challenge. Wow. The mukbang world. What a beautiful world to be a part of. Don't know what I'm talking about? It's this.
Oh my God, y'all.
Nikocado Avocado, Hungry Fat Chick, Amber, Lynn Reed, Trisha Paytas, all these people have grown an enormous following in the mukbang world. Popular fat people eating. It's something that people like to watch, and I don't understand why, and I think the people who are eating in these videos are directly responsible for starving African children, but that's just my humble opinion. And all of this is a byproduct of body positivity. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're cheering people on for being very large and then you're cheering them on for eating lots of food, well, you're cheering them on to death. That's what you're doing. And that's what's going to happen to these people. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually all of this will catch up to them. So, who died? Popular streamer Pan Zhaoding died last week of a suspected stomach tear. Jeez, the Daily Mail reports. Thank you, Daily Mail, for this amazing journalism. We really fucking needed that. A stomach tear. Jesus, that sounds like a fucking horrible time. I've eaten some tough food in my life. I've eaten some off bits and pieces here and there throughout my existence. I still cook chicken with fear. I look at chicken, I go, have I cooked that's been in the oven for 4 hours? I still freak out, but a stomach tear sounds horrible. She died while partaking in a 10-hour binge of 10 kilograms of food. That's a toddler, by the way, including cake, chicken fingers, and seafood. Can I just say the worst part about that is having seafood last after cake and chicken fingers? That ain't it. Now, if you're unfamiliar with mukbangs, you may not know this, but they are sexually charged. They're in the ASMR world, this world where people hear clicks and noises and they fucking touch themselves. It's fucking different. That's what it is. It's very different. And if you want to defend ASMR, that's on you, mate. Stop jerking off to people eating. That's all I'll say. Don't get me wrong. Seeing a nice big steak delivered at your table gives me a tingle like any other man. But yeah, I just don't think watching a large, fat Chinese woman eating 10 kilograms of food would give me a stiffy. I don't think it would. I haven't tried it. I'm going to try it after this. And for you guys at home, let's see if you find this sexually charging. Let's find out. Wow, I came. The 24-year-old stomach became severely deformed. I've got a bit of a deformed stomach myself. And filled with undigested food. So the cavity outside of the stomach filled up with undigested food. That's horrific. That's infections. That's everything. According to her autopsy results, indicating the organ could have burst, causing the stomach acid and food to leak into her abdomen. Oh my God. This is dangerous. Not only is, our society allowing people to get bigger and bigger and no one's saying anything is dangerous, but also monetizing mukbangs and people making careers out of it like I imagine this person did. That's dangerous. It's leading to people dying. That's fucking scary. It's deliberate monetization of disordered eating. And if it was in the other way, and there were people over there not eating and becoming very anorexic, people would have a problem with it, but they don't seem to have a problem with this. Makes no sense. What also makes no sense is I actually enjoy watching people like Eric the Electric, who does videos like this. I finished the entire menu everywhere my Tesla took me for a week. I actually enjoy those food challenges and man vs. food. I enjoy those. But there is a difference. These people aren't large, overweight individuals. There is gluttony in these videos, but it's obvious they work quite hard not to put on weight. They train, they exercise, they don't eat for fucking 6 days afterwards. In a similar vein, if you watch someone like, say, Steve Will Do It, scull a bottle of vodka, or whatever you American people call sculling, we call drinking chugging, right? I guess that's what you call it. If you watch him chug or scull a bottle of vodka, it's impressive, right? But if it was an alcoholic man doing that on the street, you wouldn't be impressed at all. You'd feel terrible. It's the same thing with overweight people. If you see an overweight people eating a lot, you're like, oh, gross. If you see a skinny person eating a lot, you're like, that's impressive. It's the same thing here. We see gluttony and we don't want to reward it. Miss Zhao Ting rose to fame on social media by live streaming mukbangs, a trend which involves creators eating significant amounts of typically unhealthy food. I imagine the bigger she got, the more she ate, the bigger or more famous she became. And on top of that, the more money she made. So how do you stop? How do you just quit your job? What do you do after this? That's the question. She also had been reportedly previously hospitalized due to gastrointestinal bleeding, but she couldn't stop. Could she not stop because she was so fat? When she was just so hungry? Or it was the money? Or it was the positivity or the attention? Who knows? Should we stop mukbang channels? No, it's a free country. Well, not in China, obviously. But in other parts of the world, I think if people want to do it, you should probably let them. But we should be able to criticise them. That's the important part. Senior lecturer of psychology at UK's Nottingham Trent University, Dr. Andrew Harris, warned of the dangers of mukbangs. Thanks, Doc. Telling the Daily Mail the format potentially reinforces a cycle of overeating or unhealthy food relationships. Well, no shit, Andrew. Of course it fucking does. While some studies suggest that watching mukbang videos can alleviate feelings of loneliness by providing a sense of social connection or companionship, fucking listen to a podcast, dickheads. Registered dietitian Katie Lopez told the outlet mukbangs are an example of glorification of self-harming behavior. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is self-harming. Miss Zhao Ting is not the first binge-eating creator to die from such a challenge, according to the Indian Express 20-year-old hyper bad man. What a great place to live. Hyderabad. Hyper bad. Fucking shut up, Isaac. Sal Sampath died after eating too much strawberry ice cream in 2021. Imagine after thousands of generations of humans being able to live through horrible atrocities and death and destruction and meteors and all this shit, ice ages, you die because you ate too much fucking strawberry ice cream. It's not even a man's flavour. It's not even chocolate, although I do like strawberry ice cream. Fucking sue me. A Filipino content creator also died in recent years after a hemorrhage stroke after consuming a large amount of fried chicken and rice for a video. Fucking what is wrong with you people? But also, in saying all of this in this video, who cares? These people weren't destined to change the world. These people were destined to receive the Darwin Award, and that is it. They have successfully destroyed their chances of procreation and passing on their genes, and perhaps, not to be a dick, that may not be a terrible thing. It's a shame that they've died, obviously, but do we want those type of people procreating? Sure, why not? Who gives a shit? The more mukbang channels, the better. Who cares? Fuck the lot of yous. Ladies and gentlemen, come and see me live. I'm touring Australia right now and the world in the New Year's. I'll see you very soon. Toodaloo, au revoir, bye.